We need to stay strong and we need to stop buying remasters.
Let's go bowling.
Alright, okay, but that's the last. And yes, I know the Grand Theft Auto 4 remaster is massively rumoured right now, and yes, I will probably buy it. But later in the video, I will make the argument for why a remaster of Grand Theft Auto 4 makes total sense. Most remasters aren't handled by the original developers anyway, but outsourced to smaller teams while the main studio can work on something new.
This was definitely a good idea. Simple as that.
And that also makes them easy to market. Let's face it, you don't have to sell someone on The Last of Us anymore, on Oblivion, on Skyrim, or Skyrim Legacy Edition, or Skyrim Special Edition, or Skyrim VR, or Skyrim Switch, or Skyrim Anniversary Edition.
God, I hate it.
I don't care whether you hate it, you said
Michael,
you'd do it!
all right.
It's also the illusion of activity in the studio. Remasters can fill release gaps. They keep the brand alive, keep the shareholders happy, and make it look like the studio is still delivering for their fan bases. Even if the new game that you're actually waiting for hasn't been seen or heard from in years. Nostalgia does all the heavy lifting.
Oh, my back!
Drop a cinematic trailer, some dramatic music, 4K 60 frames per second, then the pre-orders start rolling in. And I get why studios do this, and this video is basically a message for me. I keep falling for it and I get annoyed at myself. Even though we know it's lazy, even though some of them are massively overpriced and I only play them for a few hours, nostalgia is a hell of a drug.
More.
I don't understand.
It's basically the gaming equivalent of reheating last night's pizza and charging you 60 quid for it, or a tenner if you had a slice the night before. They've already made the game, the world, the characters are already there for them, and the story has been written. Low cost, high reward. So yeah, remasters in my opinion are the video game industry's lazy gold mine and they keep tapping into it. But I think many of us are at the stage now where enough is enough. After Grand Theft Auto 4, that's the last one. Probably. Let's talk about Sony then, the king of the unnecessary remaster. And I'll be fair, it's not necessarily about the price. If you already own the original games, most of these upgrades are only £10. Or the PS4 versions still run amazing on the PS5. For me, the real issue is why Sony keeps doing this and what they're not doing instead. We're nearly 5 years into the PlayStation 5's life cycle, and the list of true exclusives isn't very long. Spider-Man 2, Ratchet & Clank, Astro Bot, Returnal, Demon's Souls, which in itself was a remake, and the rest of the amazing titles on PlayStation 5 are probably cross-generation or multi-platform. And the PlayStation 4 was known for its amazing exclusives, so it's been disappointing to see that there hasn't been the same output yet on the PlayStation 5.
You could not live with your own failure. Where did that bring you? Back to me.
Sony PlayStation aren't just making games anymore. They're building a franchise ecosystem. The Last of Us Part 1 remake dropped right before the HBO show. If you like the Until Dawn movie, well look at this. Here's the shiny remastered PlayStation 5 version for £70. These remasters don't exist because the games needed to be brought into the modern age. They're already in the modern age. They exist so that if someone enjoys The Last of Us TV show and has never played the game, well, instead of paying a wee £10-15 for the PlayStation 4 Last of Us Part 2, which still looks and will play amazing, here is the £100 full package of The Last of Us Part 1 remake and The Last of Us Part 2 remaster just waiting for you. And the frustrating thing is that it makes sense. It's good marketing. But it's not preserving old titles and making sure gamers still have access to them because they're not that old. Horizon Zero Dawn was already an amazing looking game and was already patched for the PlayStation 5. The Last of Us Part 2 Remastered, already an amazing game, already a visually amazing game, and was released in 2020, so not exactly ancient history, is it? Same with Days Gone, no one was really asking for a remaster of that game, but there were a lot of people who wanted a sequel. But sequels to Until Dawn and Days Gone were passed on, instead of giving gamers and fans what we actually want to see. New stories, sequels to some underrated gems, and some creative risks every now and then.
Do not laugh.
It's hard not to, brother.
Try.
Okay. Okay.
But before we go any further, if you are enjoying this video and you want to help a small channel grow, please check out some of the other videos that I have available and hit subscribe. Rumours are starting to heat up once again that a Grand Theft Auto 4 remaster is in the works. And honestly, it doesn't surprise me. A wee bit of damage control on the off chance Grand Theft Auto 6 has to get delayed again.
There's nothing. I've got nothing. I've got fucking nothing here. We haven't got anything.
But here's the thing, as far as games that deserve a remaster, Grand Theft Auto 4 makes complete sense to me. It came out all the way back in 2008. I failed an English exam because I should have been studying for it, but I was playing GTA. No regrets. And I believe you can play it on Xbox Series X. But on PlayStation 5 or PlayStation 4, you can't play Grand Theft Auto 4. Please let me know in the comments if I'm right or I'm wrong on that, because I've been wanting to play Grand Theft Auto 4 again for quite some time. This is what I have to play on. I mean, would you look at this? I don't know if you can tell the amount of dust that's coming off this either. Don't know what happened to the disc plate. Remember these? Wireless network adapters? Cost like an extra 60 quid just to get on Xbox Live. This thing has seen better days, and Grand Theft Auto 4 is far too good a game to be played on the likes of this in 2025. No offence. But more importantly, as time goes on, Grand Theft Auto 4 stands out from the rest of the other GTA releases. It was darker, more grounded, more slow-paced. No jetpacks, no flying cars, no private aeroplanes. Just Nico Bellic, the American dream / nightmare, and a cousin who's just very passionate about bowling.
I can't do it right now, Nico. Maybe later?
We can make arrangements for another time.
And let's be honest, it's not perfect. The driving mechanics split opinion back in the day.
I can't believe I just said that.
Hey, everybody! An old man's talking.
Shooting stiff, checkpoints are non-existent and cruel. A proper remaster could smooth all that out and finally give the game the update it deserves. And it also had 2 expansions, The Ballad of Gay Tony and The Lost and Damned. And these weren't throwaway DLCs, they were full games with totally different vibes. And don't you dare Rockstar hide them behind a paywall or release them as DLC later. They should be on the disc with the Grand Theft Auto 4 remaster. You just know there is some exec in a meeting in Rockstar right now just floating that idea going, well, you know, money. Don't even think about it. All 3 of them on the disc, no more than 40 quid. 40 quid's fair, right? It's going to be 70 quid, isn't it? It's going to be 70 quid.
Capitalism is a dirty business.
But what do you guys think of this trend of remakes, remasters and re-releases? Let me know in the comments below, and thank you very much for watching. I've been Scott of the Dead. Check out some of the other content on my channel and subscribe for dead honest takes like this every Monday. See ya.